Other interesting cultural news, you have Bud Light college football tweet is ratioed as usual. So it is a new year, but the ratio still persists with Bud Light's social media ineptitudes. Now, again, this is coming from a social media or a beer company who they claim they want to get rid of that Friday image. They didn't want that anymore. An image that had helped them propel them to the #1 beer seller for about a quarter of a century. Quite literally, well, right under that, I believe it was specifically 24 years. And yet they wanted to throw that all away to pay Dylan Mulvaney $185,000 to be a brand ambassador, and the rest is history. Now, in this post, they say, quote, "Ice down the beers and buckle up. College, football's history about to be made," unquote. And that got 14.5 thousand views and a mere 53 likes. Now, not to brag, but a couple weeks ago, it did get 32 likes on a video. Which, I would argue, of course, it's all about quality over quantity. Mine were the best likes. Best likes bar none, the best. As some might say. And granted, that might be a terrible impression, but if it made you smile a little bit, it was worth it, perhaps. Now, again, this is coming from Bud Light's personal profile or the individual profile on X, or also known as Twitter. And spoiler alert, it only has 17 comments, which, again, that's not very good for a multi-billion-dollar brand with near limitless resources. Again, they're part of Anheuser-Busch InBev. They are one of the largest companies on the planet, especially in the beverage industry. They own more than 40 beer brands, and they only got 17 comments and 53 likes. And only one bookmark, oddly enough. Now, of course, the comments are interesting, and there's even some super secret hidden comments we'll evaluate as well. So, without further ado, we will dive in. The very first comment comes from, well, this is, I don't want to say A+ marketing, but B+ marketing. The person's name is Nope. So, Mr. Nope says, quote, "Gross trans fluid, no thanks," unquote. That got 4 likes. Probably would have gotten 5 if he actually just said Nope. I mean, it says in his name. That's why he didn't get A+ for marketing. But nevertheless, that got 4 likes. Jay Mills says, quote, "A cold vodka sounds good." Excuse me. "A cold vodka sounds good. Woke beer, not so much," unquote. Getting 7 likes. Scott Baby says, quote, "Hashtag stand with Riley." And it's a picture of Riley Gaines. That got 12 likes. Kevin Easkett says, quote, "Bud Light owes me a cold one. Money sign Kevin Skank something. Make it right," unquote. No likes, but again, pejorative against Bud Light. Moworms says, "On it." Again, where are you, Bud Light? Why wouldn't you? Again, we've seen this, I think, once or twice in the past 12 months where they actually respond to individual comments that are praising or at least moderately being nice to them on social media. Again, if you have a couple people being nice, you want to reward them. You got to re-engage them. You got to give this person a like. I mean, they didn't get a single like. Why didn't they like it? Because this person is saying, I'm on it. Let's get Bud Light. This person didn't go out and actually spell out Bud Light, but they said on it. So it's not negative. It's not pejorative. It's, I would say, for Bud Light, it's certainly better than it's more than a neutral response. And yet, Bud Light themselves couldn't take the time to like this. Again, in terms of statistics from this video, I did write down all the statistics within 48 hours from the original post. So it's had time. It's not like we're taking these numbers 2 seconds after Bud Light posted it. And out of curiosity, Mr. Morms, perhaps it's just a Bud Light employee. Let's look at this profile, do a little investigating right now. So Mr. Morms joined Twitter X in 2009. So again, it's not a new account that popped overnight. He has 136 followers, which, not to brag, but I do have 13 followers on the Topping Show on X. And I believe 200 on @NickTopping. But, of course, quality over quantity, obviously. The best followers. And looking at his profile, he reposts for something about sports balls, something about the Eagles, another sports balls team, something about vintage movies. Alright, so it's a real comment. It's not someone who's just mentally vacuous and saying, I want free stuff, or we see that a lot, where usually the posts that are, or responses that are positive to Bud Light posts are the people who will say, oh yeah, I'll just repost this for a chance to win some little gift card, which I'm sure they never do. So it looks like a real response. Someone by the name of James Russell, going back to comment section, simply says beer, beer, beer. So I'm not sure if they're inebriated or perhaps an alcoholic, but they did get one like. Now looking at this person's profile, person's name is James Russell. Has 41 followers. Joined March 2023 on X, so a little bit of a newer, but again, it's not an overnight account that Bud Light might be using to inflate their numbers. It looks like, let's see here, someone who's real. He is saying something about, what is this, Epic? I earned a guest badge on this. He earned some badge in an app. He's saying he's at a sports balls game, or I guess, I don't think hockey is a sports balls game. It uses a puck. Sports object game, to that effect. He really likes, again, another, two people in a row. He really likes the Jets, interestingly enough. Huh. Which, again, it's actually not the aviation company. It's actually the sports balls team, which, is that their logo? They should have that in their logo. If not, terrible marketing. So, all right, two in a row that were actually positive or at least neutral for Bud Light. And yet, again, Bud Light didn't engage with these potential fans. Perhaps Bud Light social media managers are just simply inebriated by drinking too much Bud Light, which, again, that'd be a hard not life. Let's see if there's any more comments here. Adam says, quote, Happy New Year, Bud Light. Thank you for helping massively boost the sales of Modelo, Coors, Yingling, and many other breweries and brands this year. Constellation Brands should have sent you a Christmas card, unquote. I got 6 likes. Adventures of J and K simply says woke, unquote, getting 1 like. Duh, bad as. Interesting profile name. This person says, quote, Bud Light, and it is accompanied by a GIF, or as youth might call it, a GIF. And it looks like a gentleman dressed up as a woman with long hair, lipstick, necklace, and dress. And the person is holding up a sign, and the sign says, so when are you really going to transition, unquote. That got 5 likes. Derek Metzger, who perhaps has the best profile picture being a Yingling bottle. This person says, tuck your sack back 24 pack, woke, unquote. That got 3 likes. Javarius Listic says, quote, support Troy Aikman's beer, an American-owned politics-free lager, unquote. They got 2 likes. Someone by the name of Wildcat Corey said, quote, shut up, gay organization, unquote. It looks like a GIF of a animated cartoon of a, what do you call it, a garden gnome, and it's throwing up. They got 3 likes. Blacklist simply says pass, unquote, getting 2 likes. And then we have that fun little disclaimer that says show additional replies, including those that may contain offensive content. Of course, let's click the button. The bonus button, what is hidden there today? Many comments. One comes from River City Dude, and this person has a GIF that says, cheers, keyword, the pejorative keyword for the homosexual community. It seems every couple months that is okay to say or not okay to say, so I frankly can't keep track, and not intentionally not to keep track, I just don't have the resources allocated to know what's right in that regard. And that got 2 likes. Blow Biden says, quote, F off, unquote, getting 1 like. Anwar Planta says, quote, it's a picture with a juxtaposition of Sylvester Stallone next to Dylan Mulvaney dressed up as Audrey Hepburn. And apparently it's a quote from Sylvester Stallone saying, quote, I'm not saving your woke brand and declining a $100 million offer from Bud Light. Which, again, I've been trying to find more sources around that to kind of get to the bottom of that, see if that's a legitimate offer, but I haven't seen any documents. If you have any supporting evidence, I'd appreciate that. Because, again, I'm not sure how in what capacity they would give that to Sylvester Stallone. But, again, if they're trying to get back the old image that they used to have, that would be a prudent person to market to. I'm not sure how that deal would go down. But that looks like there's a final one in the comments. Now, again, if you go back to the very top of it, they have that little button where they actually have the ones that they're hidden. Someone in the hidden, ultra hidden comments is Trump2924, which perhaps Trump 2024 was taken as a profile name, or this person is just really optimistic with how long we're all going to live. Because again, this person would need the fountain of youth to last to 2,924. Nevertheless, this person has the Pride-themed Bud Light aluminum bottle, where it has the Pride colors on it. And it looks like they say the number one choice of, I'm going to alter this so it's a little bit more family friendly, so to say. It says the number one choice of transitioning people and the LGBT community, though they use much more pejorative terms. That did get 1 like, and then again, that was the ultra hidden response to the Bud Light post. So of the 17 responses, it looks like what? 2, debatably 3 were positive. So in terms of social media, Bud Light is their outlook is, how would they say, not so good. It'll be interesting to see. Again, I suppose the year is young, of course, but will they be able to realistically turn things around in 2024? Let's just say if I were to look at the Magic 8 Ball, the outlook would say, outlook is not so good. Thank you again for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of January. So if you click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a comment is a great way to give me a little bit of feedback. I do apologize if it takes me a couple days to get back to you, but it's a great way to let me know how can I make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.